Oh wow, why isn't it playing? Here we go. Are you guys here?
Let me get you back.
Okay, sorry that took a second to go live. What's going on? What's up, what's up? Okay, we're live, Brittany. Are you still here? What's up, guys? Hey, we're home. We just thought we would just be live and chat about the pregnancy and everything and just let you guys get to see her. Do you want to see her? I'm just going to take this out here.
She's kind of smiling.
Here she is.
Hi. What's her name? Congrats. What's her name? Oh my gosh, she's so cute. What's her name? Okay, so her name is not to be revealed yet.
We still have some details we need to figure out, but we're gonna announce it soon. Make a video of that soon. But here's mommy and baby.
We are doing top 16. When are we announcing that? Tomorrow?
Yeah, we have the top 16 narrowed. Maybe we'll say those here. But
let's just have them after this live video. We'll post the top 16 online so they can go to the website and see the top 16 names, and then tomorrow we'll do the top 8, and then, you know.
Okay, but any questions for Nels? Any questions for our baby, guys? She's live. She can answer any questions you have. She really is cute. Okay, maybe can we take off her? This is her beanie she had in the hospital. You should see her hair. Look at that.
She has a ton of hair, which I had a ton of hair when I was a baby. So that's like the only thing that I really wanted. Like I just wanted to have hair, and maybe his dimples.
Dang girl.
And then the doctor was like measuring me, and he was like feeling, and he was like, "She has a lot of hair," and I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it was crazy. So, do you guys want to hear the story?
I mean, you're gonna have to read the comments.
Okay, I'll read comments. I'm gonna put you back up here. So, just we'll tell you a little bit of what went down, but
Bryce still won't tell me everything because he doesn't want to freak me out.
So
that's how crazy things got.
These are great questions. But yeah, feel free to ask us any questions. We just thought we'd go live just to be real with you guys because you've been here throughout our journey, and she's here. So sorry if we missed your question.
The comments are flying.
Yeah, which is awesome. I keep seeing what was her weight and height. So she was
7.6.
Yeah, 7'6", 20 inches.
Yeah.
That's a good size.
I think so. Yeah.
If you remember earlier, we were worried in the pregnancy earlier that she'd be really big because of potential gestational diabetes, but Nelly didn't have that. I was like, how big was I?
You were 9, I think.
Yeah, I was like 9 pounds, so Nelly was worried about that.
I was like, please don't.
Oh, what's up, Beach House? Congrats on the beautiful baby girl. I can't wait to meet her. She's a doll. Thank you. We love you guys too. You'll have to meet her. She's so pure. She's just perfect.
Yeah. Let's see. We have recovery questions, breastfeeding questions.
Okay, was labor birth everything or nothing you thought it would be? Let's answer that one.
Both. That one. I feel like we just have to tell the whole story.
Okay.
Because people are asking, like, did your water break? Did you?
Okay.
So we'll just start from the beginning.
Yeah, we're assuming all of you guys have seen our video. We uploaded it yesterday. If you haven't, check it out. It's the birth video. But we were just at home. Nelly was actually Skyping with her brother and sister-in-law.
And they just found out the gender of their baby, so I was just like talking to them.
Yeah, and then
I was eating some apples and snap peas.
I was about to leave, and I was gonna go to this thing, and Nelly, I just felt weird, like felt different. And I was like, "Hey, where's Nelly? I don't know where she is." And so I just yelled like, "Nels, you all right?" And I just hear, I don't know.
And I had been like yelling his name, and he didn't hear it.
Yeah, she was in the bathroom, and then she's like talking me through the bathroom. She's like,
I'm like, I went to come pee, but I'm still peeing, and I'm not peeing though. This is not pee.
Yeah, is that weird? It's kind of weird.
So I got up and laid down because I know when you stand up, the baby's head can actually stop like the water. It like acts as a cork. So I laid down, got back up, and I was just like gushing water. So I actually caught some of it because I wasn't sure.
So yeah, her water broke, and we're like, okay, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And as we were packing up, it just kept coming out. So we drove to the hospital, And when we got there, it was what was weird for us. Let's see all the comments. Okay. Shoot, that's Lucky Lisa's in the toilet. Yeah, it's kind
It's
of
true.
gross, but
you
I
know
mean,
what?
just
I
kidding.
couldn't stay on the toilet forever, and by the time we got to the hospital, my pants were like soaked because the
Sorry
fluid
if this is TMI.
not TMI, they're our viewers, they're our family. But the fluid actually just keeps coming. It doesn't break and then stop. The fluid actually keeps refilling. So the time I got to the hospital, there was like water on the floor, and the nurse came in and was like, "I'm not even gonna test it." She's like, "This is your test," because it was just
Yeah.
like everywhere.
Yeah, puddle everywhere. But no contractions yet up until that point. And then actually the hospital was full. They
Jam packed. There
Yeah.
was not even a room for
They-
me to go in at first.
yeah, they were cleaning out a room, and so then finally when we got in the room and situated, we called up Christina, who she's from Red Vlogs, and she came and helped film, and she booked
I'm,
it.
like, scratching myself.
Actually, yeah, she booked it to the hospital, and then we called Nellie's
She got
mom
there
already.
So fast.
Bushcraft backs are gross. And I need to come see that baby. Yeah, you do, Dan. You do. What's inside?
Bring your hamsters.
Snowflake Forest. Has she had a baby yet?
Have you had your baby? Good question. Also, we got your packages like yesterday.
Yeah.
First, finally with the PO box, but we haven't opened them yet.
Yeah.
But thank you we're excited to open them.
Yeah. Such a quiet kid. Y'all are blessed.
Actually,
yeah,
your
serious.
comments are gonna get lost, so just message me on Instagram.
But so once Nellie was finally situated in the hospital bed, she's like, I'm not really like feeling contractions, and the nurses kept saying, oh, you will. And
And then I did.
she went hours though without an epidural or anything.
They wanted they're like, you can have your epidural anytime, but I just like wanted to experience contractions and like I did. I just want to experience
She
like
did.
the whole birth factor.
Yeah.
So it was like 5-6 hours that I labored, and then they were like,
Most of
wanted
the
to give
time it was me like
Pitocin.
pushing in her lower back
It's true.
and
My lower back hurts
her
so bad.
squeezing Cheris's hand. It was for me. It was interesting that anytime her contractions kicked up, you could hear the baby's heartbeat go faster. And so we all kind of knew once we heard it kind of picking up faster, we all knew Nellie was about to have another contraction. They were happening frequent. The anesthesiologist was in another surgery, so she was about to leave. Nellie could have got the epidural early, but she waited until later.
Yeah, and they wanted to give me Pitocin faster too, but I was like, no, I just want my body to do as much as it can on its own. Because my water broke first, for first-time moms, that doesn't happen often. It's like 10-15% of women's water breaks.
Really?
And for first-time moms. So it was rare. So if your water breaks, you can actually get infection if you don't get the baby out soon. So I waited, and then by the time 6 hours later, they're like, we're gonna give you Pitocin. And then contractions got so hard and like so intense. By the time I got the epidural, I was like shaking. It was so intense.
Yeah, she was shaking bad. It reminded me, Jared and Cassidy are commenting on here. It reminded me in their video, Cassidy was like shaking
Yeah.
the whole time too. I thought it was because she was cold though, but it was probably the Pitocin.
Pitocin.
Pitocin?
I don't know. Just the intensity of it all.
So around like 1:30, they finally were like, okay, you're good now.
Gave me the
You're on your epidural. I'm gonna check you every hour.
Which also was scary.
Yeah, the epidural was actually really scary.
You all know how much I hate needles. So that mentally I was like, okay, but I did it, but until
Yeah. So when Nellie got the epidural, I thought that it's a needle that's like very thin. It goes in your back, and you hear stories that they like see where they're putting it, and some like one lady we know, her vision kind of started going, and the anesthesiologist was like, oh, wrong spot, and did it in another. The
So you had
epidural
to
wasn't
test it
bad to me.
first.
I just held super still and closed my eyes. So yeah, they gave Nellie a pillow, and she's like holding on to it and closing her eyes. And I'm like holding Nellie, and in my mind, I'm like, I know she's terrified of needles, and if she moves, could this paralyze her? So I'm like, just holding her, and Nellie kind of flinches, and so I like hold her tighter, but more lovingly, and then she kicked really bad and like jumped. Did I scare her?
I saw you right here.
And I guess Sometimes it'll tickle a nerve as they're trying to find the
I
spot.
had no control. My leg was like kicking out, and I
Yeah.
had like no control.
So I'm freaking out that now Nellie's gonna be paralyzed, and but I talked to another anesthesiologist after, and he's like, no, that doesn't happen. They like test as they're finding the spot for it, and so they found the spot, got her set up, and it was good.
It
But
was
then
awesome after. I mean, for all you ladies who do it natural, like kudos to you, because I still had another like 10 hours after that, and I could not imagine having such intense contractions.
you're
for those
finally
hours.
able to sleep because of it too.
Yeah, so kudos to you, but for the woman who didn't, also kudos to you because birth is hard. That's all.
Someone says she has dad's long hair. Cat lover girl. That's right. Actually, Nellie looked just like this when she was born. So, oh, crazy. Nellie's mom's in Sacramento, and when we called her, she looked to get the earliest flight to get here, and she flew in, had to get a rental car, and she got into the labor and delivery room like 5
The
minutes.
last set of pushes.
Yeah, Nellie had just one more set of pushes, and then our baby came. And if you look in our video, you see that Nancy comes in at the very end. That's literally when she walked in. And it was kind of funny because she came in, she's like really excited because you could see our baby's head, and she's like, oh, she has a lot of hair. And everyone's like, Nancy, we're focused here.
I
We're
know.
focused. But, crazy.
So everything was like really smooth, really awesome. I felt totally like I wasn't scared at all. And then the last set of pushes, I only pushed for like 30 minutes. She got to the point where we were waiting for the doctor. We had to wait like, what, an hour?
I think so, yeah, because he was delivering another baby.
Which was good because I was like, oh, good, she'll stretch the area. But I didn't know how bad it was.
After the baby was born, there's that magical moment where I want to hold her, and I don't know if there's something else they need to check, and holding her, and then put the baby on Nellie's chest, and so Nellie's holding her, and it's like this magical, peaceful, surreal moment. It's crazy. That is the highlight of
I can't
my
believe I
life
birthed her. I'm like,
by far.
I did childbirth. Oh, Mom.
Yeah, they were connected at one point. Isn't that weird?
It's so cool.
They were connected. And then after things kind of settled a little bit, I realized, wait, this kind of feels a little tense in the room. And I looked over, and the doctor was stitching Nellie up, but also calling other nurses, and he called another specialist to come in, and they brought in a hemorrhage kit, and she was losing a lot of blood, and they ordered blood for her, and it was crazy.
I
So
was kind of fading out.
I could tell, yeah, she was looking more and more pale, and then finally the doctor was like, okay, I'm going to tell you guys what's going on. He's like, you've lost a lot of blood. I'm stopping the bleeding, but if I move, your blood just keeps coming, and I'm trying to stitch it up right, but it's really bad. And so, luckily, we were praying, and they had the blood there to give to Nellie, but then she ended up, her blood count started coming up,
He
and
was
so.
able to stop it enough, I guess.
Mhm.
That was scary because they're like, how are you feeling? Are you feeling dizzy or tired? I'm like, it's not a baby. Yes, but I don't know. But I had no clue. The doctor's really good at like keeping things quiet. Like I could hear him whispering, and I just remember him saying like, she lost like 800 something. And then Bryce said that he was like squeezing all the rags like into like what, a bucket or something.
Yeah, they
try
had
to
a
measure
lot
how
of-
much blood I lost.
She lost a lot of blood, but she's good now.
And then so they stitched me up for like an hour. So I'm like sitting on this table for like an hour, and I'm like filling them time, which kind of freaks me out because I know he was using a needle, and I'm like, oh. But then the table was like full of like rags and like blood, like it was just like blood. It looked like a murder scene had just happened. And
Yeah, we have like this magical baby moment, family. That's all you guys see in the birth video. And then 3 feet over, behind camera, was like,
so much.
whoa, just who died?
So that was intense. So for those of you who've been asking, recovery has been really hard. Just because like I'm sitting right now but on blankets and pillows, and even that hurts. It's just very sore down there. And so it turns out I had 3 really bad tears and a 2nd-degree laceration. which means it's just really deep and it went into the muscles as well. So when they stitched me up, they had to do layer by layer. And so it's going to take some time for me to heal.
But yeah, anyway.
But
Yeah, that's
they're just
a lot.
asking questions, I'm answering.
True.
So yeah, but baby's good. She's like awesome, and
Yeah.
that's all that matters. Is that
Here, to show you guys her some more. She's so perfect.
there are some good questions.
Yeah, okay. Should we answer some questions
Bryce,
now?
do you feel different as a something, and then
Let's see, what does it say? Okay, now we're gonna answer some questions. Sorry, the suspense is killing me. I need to know her name. Okay. Names are difficult because there's so many that work, but then once you decide a name, we just want to be sure. We're gonna make a video here soon and then to announce it. So I'm really sorry about that. Hey parents, how's my baby? What's up, Nicole? It's been a while. She looks like dad. Okay, yeah, I'm curious. I want you, dad or mom, in the comments. Put dad or mom. Who does she look more
okay?
of?
So she has my hair when I was born, but
Well, let's let them say.
I think she looks like Bryce too.
You're swaying the votes.
Sorry.
Everyone's
Dad,
saying
dad,
Oh, there
mom,
we go, mom.
dad, mom, dad.
Is it really that?
I
I gotta
so
be honest.
too.
When I hear she looks like me, I'm like, oh no, because I'm a dude, you know. But I could be a pretty girl.
Her face looks like his face when he was a baby. We should show him pictures.
Nellie's hoping that she has a dimple, like here.
I would love. I'd be so happy.
Someone says a little both. Dad's nose. Uh-oh.
I like your nose.
Okay. Okay.
It'll.
Do you guys see her birthmark over her right
her
eye?
Right there. Oh, you can't really see it because it's close to
Do
me.
you want to hold her out?
No, I don't want to wake her up. There you go. I'll just kind of rotate her.
There she is.
I carry you for 9 months and you come out looking like your dad.
That's funny.
You know what? I hear a lot of first daughters look like their dads. I don't know why.
She has a ton of hair like her best friend Ollie. Yeah.
Which Ollie and her have officially met.
Yeah.
Well,
Jared and Cassidy brought car seat to the hospital because you can't leave the hospital without a car seat. Pro tip.
Ours is still in the mail.
Yeah. But Ollie looks huge compared to her. So I know Ollie's still tiny and cute, but
Yeah, it's crazy.
newborns are where it's at. Literally right before we went live, she was just asleep on my chest. Best thing ever. Are you gonna have another baby? Yes.
Yeah, we eventually will. Not anytime soon. Mama's got. I keep hearing this amnesia thing kicks in, but
Oh yeah. Our doctor was telling us when his wife had their first baby, at one point she grabbed her husband's face and was like, "I'm dying," and was very sincere and she was scared. After the baby was born, he went off by himself and just cried. And then a few hours later, her sister came and was holding her baby and she's like, "How was it?" And she said, "You know, it wasn't that bad."
and he was like, "Hold up."
Yeah, but I think you do forget just because of how perfect they are. Okay, all the moms out there, anyone with newborns, everyone, would you say babies have like a distinct smell? Like her breath just kind of
I
smells
realized
good.
I probably suffocated her on accident because I like will hover over her and just suck in all her air, and then I'm like, oh, she probably can't breathe. But she smells so good. Also, I'm curious, if any of you have had second-degree lacerations, please message me because I want to know how long it takes to heal. Okay, that's all. I just want to know because mamas are the best kind of support.
Yeah, shout out to moms. Nellie went through this whole thing. She's in pain down there, has to breastfeed up here, and I'm like,
You're doing a great job.
there you go. But
You let me nap today.
yeah, trying to
That's
help
nice.
out where we can. If Nellie pumps, and then we're trying to get it where if she pumps, and then there's a bottle of breast milk that I could feed her in between, just to get her like
Like at night.
at least 3 hours of sleep at a time. You know,
Guys, it's crazy.
everyone's saying 6 weeks. Yeah, but she's breastfeeding well. It's funny when she eats. I want to live stream some. Well, not live stream the breastfeeding, but when she just of our baby, cause she'll like do this
She gets
ravenous.
ravenous. She's like a little wolf.
It's cute though. It's cute. It's way cuter than when I do it. Not a mom, but baby smell is hypnotizing. Yeah, it's crazy.
Me and my husband have 4 babies.
I walked weird for a few weeks when I tore. You should name her Autumn. Dad's nose tiny like mom, and a warm water squirt bottle. Okay.
I do have that squirt bottle and it
Yeah,
helps.
that's valid. I'm 15 and a boy, but my siblings all smell the same. Are as babies or just as normal people? I mean, babies are normal too.
I keep some people asking about names. You probably weren't here, but we are announcing it
Soon. We
soon.
keep seeing she looks like a Cameron. Does the tummy, what does it say? Does the tummy fat still stay? Nellie's actually lost quite a bit.
I've been lucky in that department. But you know what? I'm learning that you pick your battles with pregnancy. Like, luckily my stomach, I like stayed pretty active, so it's going down pretty well, but I'm also dealing with other things, so.
Yeah. What's up, Brian? Lily, breastfeeding can raise IQ up to 5 points. Please keep breastfeeding. Nice.
That's awesome. I'm doing, that's all we've done is breastfed and bottle fed. Well,
But
in the
with,
hospital we had
oh
to
yeah,
tip
this
her
was
off.
kind of, that's the thing too, is after she's born, like you're like, oh, she's alive. She's like, my biggest thing was I just want her to be born fine. Okay, there's no umbilical cord wrapped around her. I cut the umbilical cord. That thing is really like tough, really tough. It's not like a little snip. It's like, I mean, it has to be, right, to carry all the nutrients. But after that happened, then it's like, oh yeah, there's could be so many other things going on internally that we don't know of. And she wasn't eating. She was just
like
exhausted.
Yeah, which was a lot of strain on her too. So her blood sugar got a little low, and so they said after breastfeeding, maybe just top her off with a little bit of formula.
Yeah, so we were after we'd give her a little bit of formula.
We did that for like what?
Hospital sent us with a lot of formula. That's awesome. And then, but now now she's now that we're home, she's
just breast
eating.
milk.
Someone said if you can't breastfeed, it's totally fine too. That's the thing too. Sometimes I feel like there's a pressure that if you to be a good mom, you have to breastfeed and just do what you can do. Yeah, we have some dear friends that even relatives that
she
didn't have any milk.
produce milk. So I'm actually trying to give her some of mine because I produce
What's
a
up,
decent
Reagan?
supply.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your prayers. Be sure to use a spray bottle. These are good tips. We're going to go back to the comments. So if we're not addressing your comment right now and you do have tips for Nellie.
There's just a lot going through. I can't even read.
Yeah.
The fed baby
What's
is
up,
the
good
best
bits?
baby. So true.
Let's see. What's on her chest? Oh, Nellie was just scratching her neck there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just doing this.
I want her to wake up, though, so you guys can.
No, because then.
She'll just go back to sleep a little bit. I'm being the typical dad that just that wants
like
to
Jared.
like
I just want to play with her. And
spend
Cassidy's
time.
like, no, do not wake her up. You know why? Because the cha-chas have to soothe her. It's not time for cha-cha time.
Don't got cha-chas.
The tatas, whatever you want to call them. Chi-chis.
But what was I gonna say too? Oh, so pro tip. She's like, after she eats, we realized we really need to make sure to burp her because then the gas will just pass down and kind of get painful for her.
Gassy.
But we were shown like a way to hold her on my arm and just rub her back. It's so funny. The first time we tried it, she farted in Nellie's face, and we were like happy. It was weird.
It's weird. You're like happy when they poop.
We're just like, she works. Her body works. Okay, someone said don't wake the baby. Tons of hair. Dang, right? Her hair's so long.
Sorry,
too.
Yeah.
Look at how long it is.
Oh, with Cheezel pads, I have been using those too.
Go get some sleep. Hey, Madison. What's up, Argentina?
Wow, look at all these comments.
My youngest is 6 months old today. We're still nursing every 2 hours. Wow. Amber, that's cool. Props. Nellie's dealing with sore chesties.
Sore everything right now.
That's
sore
true.
Chesties, sore downstairs.
Yeah, I have like no room to talk. I'm tired, but I don't feel like I can ever say that because it's like, yeah, that's it. Bryce, are you sure that's yours? Positive.
It's his. She looks like him.
You ought to put sovereign silver on it. We're definitely gonna check out these tips. Do you want a boy or a girl next?
I don't know. I feel like after, because I wanted a boy so bad and I thought she was a boy, that I was like, we're having a girl? Like, I was like, what? But now that she's here, it's just like,
fitting.
It's one, it's fitting, but two, it's just like I have so much love for her that like whatever comes next, I don't think I even care. Like I just am happy to like have her.
Yeah, it is true though. You kind of create this because we both thought it was a boy, so you create this person in your mind, and then immediately when we found out she was a girl, I was excited, but then also realized that person I just pictured in my mind,
Yeah.
growing up with and spending time and like teaching him things doesn't exist yet. But I felt like he's still there. He's still up in heaven. So
We'll have a boy for sure.
I mean,
I just don't know
not that
when.
we can.
I think we'll have
Just-
a boy.
Yeah, but
But I also feel like we'll have another. I don't know.
her lips and nose are so adorable.
I know.
It's true. Here, I'm just gonna.
Let's just
see
put
here.
it on her.
Daily blog soon? Actually, yeah. I think we're gonna start doing daily now. So should we? Is that too much content? Will you guys get sick of us? Prayers from New York. Thank you so much.
I feel like the camera doesn't do justice.
Yeah, she's okay. That little tongue. She always sticks out her tongue. I mean, at least for the last little bit. I guess that's good enough to say always. I did the same, but I still was surprised when I found out having a girl, but I love her so much. Yeah, right? It's like, it's funny. So, I mean, Austin and Jess, they're finding out the gender of their baby soon. Or maybe they know and they're not, I don't know. I don't think they know. They're finding out the gender soon. 2 weeks? And I need to talk to Austin about that because I totally pictured this person, but
I think they're having a boy.
she looks like an aspen. We're so excited to travel with her. Like, I'm excited to see the world
It makes it like
through her eyes.
yeah,
You know?
it makes it more exciting. Like it's always been exciting to travel with each other, but now it's like I can't wait to show her everything.
Yeah.
And just yeah. Like our friends from like Fiji and Africa have been messaging us like bring her to Kenya, bring her to Fiji. I want to hold her.
We will.
I'm like, yeah, like she'll get to know all of our friends there and love them and the culture and yeah, it's crazy, you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna be posting a ton of random stuff on our Insta stories of her more and Instagram photos. So I think most of you guys are following us on Instagram, but if you're not, check out the Jergies. Hang out with us there. Like, send us DMs. All these tips that we're getting, feel free to DM those as well.
If we don't get back to you, our inbox has been flooded, so it's going to take a bit to get back to everybody, but we're going to try our best.
Grow the beard to intimidate the boys that come around. If I could grow a beard as good as...
The bearded trainer. Even
Yes. Well, even good bits. If I could grow a beard as good as yours, mine needs time. Hey, Kendra.
Yeah. We're going to upload the names, so go to our website, check the bracket, and we'll do that. We'll do it after this. We'll upload it, and then tomorrow we'll do an update.
Yeah, we'll do an update on our Instagram.
If you're not following our Instagram, go follow our Instagram. It's just @the_jergies, and we'll keep you guys updated there.
Thank you so much for your guys' love and your prayers. Seriously, prayers work, and your thoughts and prayers about us, wherever you were or are, definitely we know helped. Miracle experience, highlight of my life. Would you say it's a highlight of yours?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a dumb question, but she also had like the highlight and the lowest point.
But that's when you feel like the most joy is when you almost feel the most pain too. So it's like.
So I haven't felt the most joy yet.
No, but I'm just saying like.
No, that's a good point.
I've sacrificed, I feel like, a lot for her in so many ways, but it's like I've also never felt so much joy in my entire life. So.
Serious. Can just stare at her for hours. It's nuts.
So true.
So we're gonna try going daily on here on YouTube. We're definitely posting a lot of content on Instagram. We're gonna update to the Sweet 16 brackets. Of the 16 names, we're like, yeah, her name's is within those, and that'll be on Instagram. We love you guys. Thanks for everything. And we'll let her sign out.
Say bye. I thought you had an arm out of me.